In the southern state of Tamil Nadu, nestled within the Thoothukudi district, lies a pocket of wilderness that holds a special place in the heart of Indian conservation. This is the Vallanadu Wildlife Sanctuary, a place of quiet beauty and immense ecological significance. It is not a vast, sprawling national park like those that often capture the world's imagination. Instead, Vallanadu is a small, isolated patch of scrubland. Thorny forest spreads across the reserve, a remnant of a habitat that once stretched far and wide, its gentle, undulating hills, dry, deciduous vegetation, a world away from the bustling towns and agricultural fields that surround it. This sanctuary stands as a testament to the resilience of nature. The sanctuary sprawls over just over 16 square kilometers, a compact but vital refuge. Its very existence is a story of survival. The landscape is characterized by its semi-arid climate. Thorny bushes, hardy grasses, scattered trees dominate the scene. A tough, unforgiving environment, yet it supports a delicate and specialized web of life. For those who look closely, Vallanadu reveals its secrets slowly. The rustle of leaves might announce the presence of a shy deer. The flash of brilliant feathers signals a peacock taking flight. Here, one of India's most elegant creatures finds its last southern stronghold. That makes this small sanctuary a giant in wildlife protection. Visiting Vallanadu is not about chasing dramatic spectacles, it is about immersion, it is about patience, it is about appreciating the subtle rhythms of the wild. The air is filled with the scent of dry earth, wildflowers dot the scrub, silence is punctuated by the calls of birds and the hum of insects. The sanctuary is a living classroom teaching us about plants, animals, and the land they inhabit. It shows how a small protected area can be a critical reservoir of biodiversity, safeguarding species losing homes elsewhere. This small patch of earth represents a promise to preserve natural heritage for generations to come. The story of Vallanadu is one of foresight and dedication. It was officially declared a sanctuary to protect a specific threatened population, a place where the future of a species hangs in a delicate, precious balance. The primary reason for the creation of the Vallanadu Wildlife Sanctuary to safeguard the last viable population of the blackbuck antelope in southern India. This sanctuary was carved out and given protected status to ensure the survival of this magnificent creature. For decades, the blackbuck population had been dwindling at an alarming rate. Their habitats were converted into agricultural land. They suffered from hunting pressure and human encroachment. The thorny scrub forests of the Vallanadu Hills were one of the few refuges where a small, isolated group managed to survive. Conservationists and the government recognized the danger of local extinction and stepped in to create a legal shield around their last refuge. The sanctuary's establishment in 1987 was a landmark decision. It acknowledged that this small patch held a biological treasure of immense value. The process was complex, securing land and creating a buffer with surrounding villages. The goal was an undisturbed space where blackbuck could live, breed, and thrive. The sanctuary became a fortress for the antelope, letting natural cycles play out. Centering conservation on a flagship species is a powerful strategy. Protecting the blackbuck also safeguards the wider ecosystem, benefiting other flora and fauna. Vallanadu's blackbuck are genetically distinct, a unique lineage. Losing them would erode the species' genetic diversity forever. That's why it's called India's last blackbuck sanctuary in the south, the final bastion for this gene pool. Conservation here is about saving an animal and preserving evolutionary history. The sanctuary functions as a living gene bank for long-term survival and resilience. The story of Vallanadu is one of hope. Since sanctuary declaration, populations have shown recovery, ensuring the blackbuck's elegant silhouette continues to grace southern plains for years to come. The blackbuck, or antelope cervicapra, is an animal of breathtaking grace and beauty, an icon of the Indian plains. It is one of the fastest land animals in the world, capable of reaching incredible speeds to escape predators. The male blackbuck is a truly spectacular sight. As he matures, his coat darkens to a rich black or deep brown on his back and sides, pristine white fur on his belly, pristine white fur on his chest, white rings around his eyes. This striking coloration makes him stand out in the open grasslands. His most defining feature is his long, spiraling horns, which can grow up to 70 centimeters. These V-shaped horns, with their distinctive rings, are a symbol of his strength and maturity, and are used in dramatic duels with rival males for territory and mating rights. Females, by contrast, are more subtle in appearance. Smaller than males, with a light fawn-colored coat that camouflages in dry grass, typically hornless and fiercely maternal when protecting their young. Blackbucks are social, often in herds, small family groups, and larger congregations. This social structure is crucial. Many eyes spot danger. In Vallanadu, watching a herd move across the scrubland is mesmerizing, a glimpse into the wild heart of India. The importance of the blackbuck goes beyond beauty. In Indian culture and mythology, it holds a special place, considered sacred and associated with deities. Its presence signals a healthy, pristine environment. In Vallanadu, the blackbuck is undisputed king. The sanctuary is managed for its needs. To see a blackbuck leap effortlessly through the air, a perfect expression of speed and agility, is to understand why this place is sacred, and why protecting it is a duty we cannot neglect. While the blackbuck may be the star of Vallanadu, the sanctuary is home to a rich and diverse community of other animals, each playing a vital role. Among the most visible of these residents is the spotted deer, or chital. These beautiful deer, with their coats dappled in white spots, move in herds through the denser parts of the forest. They are more timid than the blackbuck and prefer the cover of trees to the open plains. Their gentle presence adds another layer of charm to the sanctuary. Another common sight in Vallanadu is the presence of monkeys, particularly the bonnet macaque. These intelligent and highly social primates are a constant source of activity and noise. They can be seen foraging on the ground, climbing trees in search of fruits and leaves, or engaging in their complex social interactions. Their playful antics and curious nature make them fascinating to watch. They are an integral part of the forest ecosystem, helping in seed dispersal as they move through the canopy. Their chattering calls and alarm cries often serve as a warning system for other animals in the forest, alerting them to the presence of a potential predator and adding to the symphony of sounds that defines this wild place. The sanctuary also supports a healthy population of wild boar. These hardy and adaptable animals are true survivors, capable of thriving in a variety of habitats. They are omnivores, using their tough snouts to root through the soil in search of roots, tubers, insects, and small animals. While they can be elusive, their presence is often revealed by the disturbed earth they leave behind. Wild boars play an important role in aerating the soil, which helps in forest regeneration. The presence of these diverse herbivores, the graceful spotted deer, the adaptable wild boar, and the flagship blackbuck, indicates a healthy and balanced ecosystem. Each species occupies a slightly different niche, utilizing different food sources and parts of the habitat. This rich prey base is essential for supporting the predators that also call Vallanadu home. The sanctuary, though small, functions as a complete ecosystem where these different forms of life coexist. It is a living, breathing landscape where the drama of predator and prey, the cycle of life and death, and the constant struggle for survival unfold every single day, largely hidden from human eyes. Beyond the larger mammals, the thorny scrub of Vallanadu conceals a world of smaller, more secretive creatures, masters of stealth and survival. Among the most elusive of these is the jungle cat, a little larger than a domestic cat, long legs and a sandy gray coat that provides perfect camouflage in the dry terrain. The jungle cat is a formidable hunter, preying on rodents, birds, and hares. It is mostly nocturnal, and spotting one during the day is a rare treat. Its silent, ghost-like presence is a reminder that the forest has layers of life, and that its most effective hunters are often the ones you never see, their existence confirmed only by a paw print in the dust. The Indian mongoose is another key small carnivore in the sanctuary. Often seen darting across paths with lightning speed, the mongoose is famous for its agility and its fearless nature. It is a relentless hunter of snakes, rodents, and insects, playing a crucial role in controlling their populations. Mongooses are highly active during the day, and their busy, bustling energy adds a different dynamic to the forest floor. They are incredibly alert animals, and their constant vigilance makes them difficult to approach. The presence of a healthy mongoose population is a sign of a balanced ecosystem, indicating that the lower levels of the food chain are thriving and providing ample food for these small but fierce predators. Adding to the diversity of the sanctuary's fauna is the black-naped hare, a creature of the open scrub and grasslands. With its long ears and powerful hind legs, the hare is built for speed, relying on its explosive bursts of acceleration to escape from predators like the jungle cat or birds of prey. The reptilian world of Vallanadu is just as fascinating, though often overlooked. The sanctuary is home to several species of snakes, including venomous vipers and the magnificent Indian rock python. The python, a non-venomous constrictor, is one of India's largest snakes and a powerful predator in its own right. Their presence underscores the wild, untamed nature of Vallanadu, a place where every rock and bush might hold a hidden secret. No description of an Indian forest is complete without mentioning the Indian peafowl, the country's national bird. In Vallanadu, these birds are not just present, they are a vibrant and integral part of the landscape. The male, or peacock, is a vision of iridescent beauty. His long elaborate train of feathers, adorned with shimmering ocelli, or eyes, is honestly one of nature's most spectacular creations. When he fans this train in a courtship display, it's a breathtaking spectacle of color and form, a shimmering fan of blues, greens, and golds. The sight of a peacock in full display against the backdrop of the dry Vallanadu scrub is an unforgettable experience. The call of the peacock is as famous as its appearance. Its loud, piercing cry, a sound that travels far through the forest, is one of the most evocative sounds of the Indian wilderness. These calls serve many purposes: to attract a mate, to declare territory, or to sound an alarm at the approach of a predator. For many visitors and forest dwellers, the peacock's call is the true voice of the jungle, a sound that can be both haunting and beautiful. It is often the first and last sound one hears in the sanctuary, echoing through the trees at dawn and dusk. The female, or peahen, is more modestly attired. Her plumage is a mix of muted browns, grays, and greens, a practical camouflage that helps her blend into the undergrowth while she incubates her eggs and raises her chicks. Peahens are devoted mothers, fiercely protective of their young, known as peachicks. They are often seen in small family groups foraging on the forest floor for seeds, insects, berries, and even small reptiles. The peafowl are ground-dwelling birds, and though they can fly, they prefer to roost in tall trees at night to stay safe from ground predators. The peafowl of Vallanadu are more than just birds. They are the living jewels of this precious habitat, a symbol of its vibrancy and enduring wild spirit. What makes Vallanadu Wildlife Sanctuary truly unique? It is a specialized, isolated ecosystem, a pocket of southern tropical dry thorny forest, a habitat type that has become increasingly rare in southern India, lost mostly to agricultural expansion and urbanization. This is not a lush green jungle, it is a hardy, resilient landscape shaped by a semi-arid climate. Vallanadu's isolation is both a challenge and a strength. Surrounded by human-dominated landscapes, an ecological island. Animals cannot easily migrate to other wild areas. Populations inside are therefore particularly vulnerable. Yet isolation has driven unique genetic traits, most notably in the blackbuck population. Vallanadu is a microcosm, a self-contained world for study. It offers insights into managing small, isolated populations for long-term survival. A lesson growing more relevant in a fragmented world. Vallanadu's importance extends beyond species protection. It is a vital watershed. Low-lying hills capture rain. Vegetation cover helps rainwater percolate and recharge the water table. This benefits surrounding agricultural lands and the nearby villages that depend on groundwater. The forest is a natural sponge. It prevents soil erosion. It ensures a more stable water supply in a drought-prone region. Protecting Vallanadu links directly to human well-being. It shows ecological health fuels human prosperity. Vallanadu is a symbol of coexistence, a place where nature holds its ground against overwhelming odds. Conservation here isn't only about large parks and charismatic megafauna, it's about saving the small, the overlooked, the unique, recognizing the value of every patch of wild habitat, no matter its size. The story of Vallanadu is not just a tale of animals and trees, it is a call to our collective conscience. This sanctuary, with its precious and fragile life, represents a responsibility that falls upon all of us. Protecting this place is not merely the job of forest guards, government officials, it is a duty that belongs to every citizen who values our natural heritage. The threats to Vallanadu are real and persistent. Pressure from surrounding villages, demand for land, risk of poaching, ever-present danger of climate change all loom over this small haven. We cannot afford to be complacent. We must actively participate in its preservation, ensuring this last refuge remains safe and inviolate for the wildlife that depends on it. Our first duty is to be aware. We must learn about places like Vallanadu and understand their importance. Spreading this awareness is a powerful tool for conservation. When people know about the unique blackbucks of Vallanadu and the threats they face, they are more likely to support conservation efforts. We must encourage educational programs in schools and communities around the sanctuary, fostering a sense of ownership and pride in this local treasure. When the local community becomes the primary guardian of the forest, the battle for its survival is half won. Supporting conservation organizations, the Forest Department. These are the people on the front lines, working tirelessly to manage the habitat, prevent poaching, mitigate human-wildlife conflict. They often work with limited resources and in difficult conditions. Our support, whether through donations, volunteering, or simply by advocating for their work, can make a significant difference. We must push for policies that strengthen our protected areas, create buffer zones, provide alternative livelihoods for communities that depend on forest resources. We must also change our own mindset. We need to see nature not as a resource to be exploited but as a community to which we belong. By caring for the blackbuck, the spotted deer, the peacock, and the countless other creatures of this sanctuary, we are affirming our commitment to a healthier, more balanced world. The protection of Vallanadu is a test of our values. It is a chance to prove that we are capable of looking beyond our immediate needs and making choices that honor the intricate and beautiful web of life.